Hello everyone, I'm a quantity surveying student and today our group will be explaining about walls.
There are two types of wall, which are external and internal. This is the typical brick arrangement of cavity wall and solid brick wall. External wall is a wall forming the external enclosure of a building, including part of a roof pitch at an angle of more than 70 degrees to the horizontal if that part of the roof adjoins a space within the building to which persons have access but not access only for repair or maintenance. In this presentation, our group will be focusing on two types of external wall, which is solid wall and cavity wall. Solid wall is a wall constructed of one skin of masonry which can consist of brick or blockwork and does not include a cavity between the interior and exterior. It supports the roof and upper floors, prevent water ingress into living areas and keep the inside of the house warm. The greater depth of a solid wall offers a natural insulation to keep a property cool in summer. The wider spread of the wall loading makes the property stronger and it is less likely the foundations will fail. Despite of all the benefit of solid wall, it also has some disadvantages. A solid wall performs badly at keeping moisture out of a property. It is also not very good at keeping heat in. The lack of insulation means that in winter the houses are often dirty, very cold and costly to keep warm. Another type of external wall is cavity wall. It has an inner and outer layer with a small air gap or cavity in between. The cavity in the wall prevents water passing into the interior of the property, which solves the problem of damp walls. Insulation can be added to the cavity, which helps retain heat to the interior of the property. So, what are the disadvantages? A cavity wall requires a high standard of design and workmanship to produce a soundly construction wall, require a good supervision during construction, the need to a vertical damp-proof course to all openings, and a slightly higher cost than a standard one brick thick wall.
Component. There are several main components in external wall. Interior side finishing, interior side cladding, vapor retarder, cavity insulation, exterior framing, exterior side sheeting, air water retarder, continuous insulation, and exterior side finishing. These are the components in the single leaf block wall. Cavity walls. Materials. Bricks. Bricks are probably the oldest manufactured material we have today, although the methods of production has changed. Bricks still maintain their individual characteristics. Bricks have many advantages over other building materials. Examples: variety of colors, shape, and texture. Brick types. Clay bricks. These are made from a silica composed mainly of silica and alumina with small quantities of lime, iron, and manganese, which are molded into shape and baked into clean. These are the most common types of brick used today. Calcium silicate bricks. These are made from sand and lime and hardened by explosion at steam at pressure. Common bricks. These are generally building bricks which can vary considerably in quality and which do not have a decorative face. They are much cheaper and can be used for unseen work. Facing bricks. The term used to describe a bricks specifically used for decorative appearance. Facing bricks are much more expensive than common bricks. Engineering bricks. These are very hard dense bricks with a smooth texture. They have a high load-bearing capacity and are used when strength and durability are required. Blocks. Blocks are produced in a range of shapes and sizes. Blocks are usually 450 mm long by 150 mm or 225 mm high. They are usually 100 mm wide, but they can be up to 150 mm or 200 mm wide. The blocks are manufactured from sand, cement, and aggregates. Mortar for brick and blocks. A typical mortar for laying bricks and blocks will normally include water plus sand, cement, lime, or plasticizer. Types of mortar. In designing mortar, one must ensure that there is adequate strength and ability to form a close bond with the bricks and blocks being used. Should there be any settlement in the wall structure, the mortar joint must fail first, not the bricks or blocks. Therefore, the mortar must not be too strong. Insulation. Various types of insulation are available to place in a cavity wall. This insulation helps prevent heat loss in the building. Damp-proof causes. Function of a DPC is to prevent the passage of moisture of water through those parts of structure in contact with the ground, to prevent the downward passage of moisture or water through the parts of the walls such as of window jambs, to prevent moisture penetrating a building at seal or head level. Plaster. Internal plaster. Internal plaster provides a smooth and level surface to walls and ceilings. It can improve the fire resistance of a structural element or the acoustic or thermal properties. Sand and cement plaster is generally used with a final coat of gypsum. External plaster. External plaster is generally sand and cement, rubbed smooth and painted with a masonry paint, where dash and marble chips are also very popular.
In this section, we're gonna learn about the methods of constructions of walls. Today, I'm gonna explore about construction methods of solid wall and cavity wall. The first is solid wall. The construction methods start with, firstly, make a guide post or a gauging rod. Next, lay mortar on the existing foundation. After that, arrange the brick on the wet mortar before it's dry out. The process continues with, when you build a wall, start build the brick from the end to the end. Next is, scrape away any excess mortar on the brick as you work. After that, fill any missing patches on the mortar along the wall to make a clear finish. Next is the construction methods of cavity wall. The first step is to wall a brick, which is known as outer leaf and inner leaf. During building the two walls, wall tie are installed in between the two walls as connector between the walls. After that, DPC, also known as damp-proof course, should be installed and be laid on the smooth bed of fresh cement mortar for the both walls. The construction continues with the insert of the cavity material between the two walls. The material that usually used are blown material fiber, polystyrene beads, or urea formaldehyde foam. Next is the safety measure that need to be considered in constructing the walls. The safety measure that need to be considered in solid wall is, first, change in the moisture movement within the walls. Second, physical adaptation of the building. Third, location of the insulation. And fourth, change in the characteristic of the building. Safety measures that need to be considered in cavity wall is, the two walls must construct simultaneously. Spacing between the two walls must be uniform. DPC for the two walls must be provided separately. Ensure the cavity wall is free from the excess mortar. And lastly, it is not suitable for strong rainy wind location.
Thank you for listening. Now, to test your understanding, let's answer some questions.